Hello, Peter. So what do you think is the best way to prepare and revise for the end of your exam in your subject?
Good. I'll take a few points, not in any particular order. The first one I would point out, at least for my guys, we're looking at paper 1 this year. Breathe. Put things into perspective. You guys are halfway through a 2-year course. I don't expect you to know everything now that I will expect you to know then at the end of this course. Recognize that it's a process and give yourself some flexibility that you have students still have a lot to learn about this. So you're not aiming for perfection yet, you're not ready yet, or as close to perfection as we can get, whatever that might be. So give yourself some room to breathe and understand, put things into perspective a little bit. Now, more specifically though, I think one of the things that I continue to struggle or work with students from IB2 even into IB3 is getting away from reading passively whenever you are confronted with a text in the bus stop, on the metro, newspaper, if you're coming in on public transport, blogs that pop up in your feeds, other things, videos, anything that you view, stop looking at them passively and understand that all texts are constructed, and they are constructed for a purpose. And so that's your role as an IB2 Lang Lit, or as an IB Lang Lit student, is to develop these critical appreciations. And so you can apply that everywhere. And it's not so much what the text type is or what it's saying, it's just having that awareness to say, I'm not just going to read that thing and let it tell me what it's saying. I'm going to examine it from an outside critical perspective and say, how is that text trying to communicate something it's it's intending to accomplish? That's a key, just sort of awareness, so that whenever you face a text, then you've got something to work with there. Course concepts. Come back to some of the course concepts that we've already used. That's a bit of a hint, but also a very important tip, that these are assessments where you are going to be challenged to apply some of the course concepts we've been examining. And for us, particularly in our section, for example, persuasive techniques fall into something like that. Also, in a general way, beyond that first comment I made, or second comment, whatever it was, about just being critically aware, is to practice it. Go out and get online and find old paper 1 exams. They could be a different syllabus. They can be wary of reading student examples, because older texts have a different syllabus and a different demand for the paper 1 task. But you could still use them as those single kind of 1 or 2 paper texts as ways of just broadening your horizons in terms of text type, the different kinds of text types that you can face. And you can do that outside. And it does need a bit of digging and research and looking around online, but definitely you can find those, I think. Anything you're interested in is another thing. If you're interested in blogs or fashion sites or sports or hobbies or some activity that you're interested in, follow that kind of interest and pick up your typical article, look through it, or whatever that thing is. And again, apply that kind of awareness of what we're working with in this analytical framework, this way of thinking critically of texts. Right. That would be some good advice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Remember folks, keep breathing.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
Thank you very much.
No problem, guys.